Your Excellency Dr. Orfanali, President of Guyana and CARICOM Lead for Agriculture, Your Excellency Dr. Carla Barnett, Secretary General of CARICOM, Ministers of Agriculture, Regional Development Partners, stakeholders and friends of the agricultural sector, all of our esteemed awardees, ladies and gentlemen, we at the Caribbean Development Bank are honored to join you in celebrating the contribution of the region's youth in the agriculture sector and to participating in this, the 16th CARICOM Week of Agriculture, or CWA. Agriculture is a critical area of focus for us at CDB, and we are committed to working with you, our member countries, farmers, entrepreneurs, partner institutions, and other stakeholders in confronting head-on the challenges that have stymied the development of the sector. One such challenge is that in the Caribbean at least, agriculture is an aging sector with not nearly enough youth involved. Profiles of farmers in CDB's borrowing member countries, or BMCs, suggest that farmers are generally in the range of 55 to over 60 years old. Getting more young people involved in agriculture must be a priority, as it will drive the transformation of the sector through innovation, technology, and creative thinking, and in doing so, contribute to addressing the region's burgeoning food security challenge. It is against this background that we have put our support behind facilitating the involvement of the region's youth in the sector through initiatives such as this. Our winner this year of the Caribbean Development Bank Young Farmer of the Year Award is a testament to the contribution our region's youth can make in the development of the sector. We hope that their success will be a beacon to other young people and encourage them to get involved. Congratulations. With this goal in mind, the bank is actively exploring other ways of facilitating the increased participation of youth in the sector through a marriage between our agricultural sector policy and strategy and our youth policy and operational strategy called WIPOS. Through WIPOS, the bank will be exploring ways to enhance young people's participation in and contributions to sustainable and inclusive economic growth in agriculture and other sectors. Turning to this year's theme for the CWA, Transforming Our Food Systems, this is especially relevant for us at CDB, as we have also embarked on a transformation program to make the bank more responsive to the challenges facing the region. As part of this focus, we recently revised our agriculture sector policy and strategy. Our revised strategy seeks to guide interventions in the agri-food systems in our BMCs, making them more competitive, inclusive, and resilient. Our strategy takes into account the multiple existing challenges facing the sector, most of which are outlined in the 2019 CDB and Food and Agriculture Organization study, entitled The State of Agriculture in the Caribbean. This includes issues of low productivity, weak market linkages, and high vulnerability to natural hazard events. I'm sure this audience is more aware than others of how these challenges are manifested. A region that is increasingly dependent on food imports to meet our food and nutrition needs. Presently, almost all countries in the region import more than 60% of the food they consume, with half importing more than 80%. I'm also certain that we can all agree that reversing this trend must remain high on the region's agenda. We can and we must do better. Collectively, we have been blessed with a strong natural resource base, which, if managed effectively, has been proven to yield excellent results. Our updated agricultural sector strategy seeks to increase productivity, strengthen market linkages and compliance with international food safety standards, and improve practices through the transfer of applicable technologies. In all our interventions, we will adopt a value chain approach that allows for addressing sector constraints in an integrated manner. Consistent with the principles and objectives outlined in our agriculture policy and strategy paper, we continue to provide wide-ranging support to the agricultural sector across the Caribbean in partnership with key development partners. This is a continuation of CDB's long-standing support to the agriculture sector, which spanned our entire 5 decades of existence, going right back to the bank's inception in 1970. Over that period, we have financed over $460 million in projects and programs benefiting stakeholders across the region. In 2020 alone, we committed $10 million in financing for various projects in the sector. Ongoing CDB finance interventions include productivity-enhancing infrastructure, including roads, market, irrigation, drainage, and flood control, research and capacity building in key products, and piloting the use of geospatial tools to plan irrigation systems. In addition, in partnership with the Caribbean Catastrophe Risk Insurance Facility, we have supported the design of parametric insurance products for the agricultural sector. This will assist regional governments to provide immediate support to farmers and fisherfolk for post-disaster recovery. We have also embraced the call by the CARICOM heads of government and the private sector to reduce the food import bill by 25% by 2025. This call to action will require a paradigm shift in how the region approaches agricultural trade between member states. As a matter of urgency, we must remove existing barriers to trade. In this regard, we are partnering with the Caribbean Agricultural Health and Food Safety Agency to develop guidelines and protocols for 14 crops and 5 animal products. Through the CDB EPA CSME Standby Facility, we are also financing interventions to make our member countries better able to meet international sanitary and phytosanitary standards. Together, these initiatives will help the region overcome some of the long-standing barriers to agricultural trade between CARICOM member states and thereby helping strengthening the regional integration process. We are also acutely aware that the majority of our farmers are small and hence face the typical challenges associated with micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises: access to information, skills, training, and so on. Through our Caribbean Technology Consultancy Services Network, CTCS, the bank works with stakeholders to provide technical assistance and financing to MSMEs, including agricultural and agro-processing enterprises, for business development and modernization. This is just a snapshot of the work which the bank is undertaking to secure the future of the sector and of our food security in the Caribbean. There is much more to be done, and you can rest assured that CDB will be there to lend support through financing, technical assistance, and training. In closing, I would like to reiterate that this year's theme, Transforming Our Food Systems, calls for a change in our modus operandi. We should become agile and innovative in addressing the challenges, delivering services, and capitalizing on opportunities with the goal of accelerating the transition to a more productive, competitive, resilient, and sustainable agricultural sector and food system. Thank you.